Taitung food poisoning suspected, organophosphate pesticide found in samples. National disaster drill conducted by Taiwan's Weather Bureau. Taiwan's constitutional court to rule on death penalty's legality. Instagram imposes new restrictions for teens. Princess Kate returns to official engagements after cancer treatment. Chinese aircraft carrier comes closer than ever to Japan. Georgian parliament approves bill to curb LGBTQ rights. Nintendo sues Palworld maker Pocketpair for patent infringement.
Hello, I'm Johnny. Thank you for joining us on FUNDAY News. It's Friday, September 20th, and here are your top stories. And for today's Taiwan news, a suspected mass food poisoning in Taitung has claimed 3 lives. Taiwan's Ministry of Health confirmed the presence of the organophosphate pesticide tubervals in leftover food. Ongoing tests on 23 blood and urine samples may reveal additional toxins, with initial results expected soon. Taiwan's Central Weather Bureau has conducted a national disaster drill today, September 20th, simulating a 7.3 magnitude earthquake and a subsequent tsunami. Alerts will be sent via mobile phones to enhance public awareness and preparedness and test emergency response systems. Taiwan's Constitutional Court will decide today on the constitutionality of the death penalty, which has not been enforced for over 4 years. 37 death row inmates argue it violates constitutional rights to life and dignity. A ruling against the death penalty could signal Taiwan's move toward abolition, despite strong public opposition. And in global news, Instagram this week unveiled mandatory accounts for teens that bolster privacy protections, enable parental supervision, and restrict notifications during overnight hours. New and existing users under the age of 18 will automatically be enrolled in what Instagram is calling teen accounts. The move comes 16 months after U.S. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy warned in an advisory that excessive social media use could pose a profound risk to the mental health of children.
Instagram has also faced pressure from some federal and state lawmakers seeking to regulate social media use among children and teens. Experts differed on whether Meta's new restrictions for teen users would effectively mitigate the risks young Instagram users face. Some experts applauded the guardrails as a meaningful, though insufficient, step toward preventing teen harm. Others argued that the absence of robust age verification measures would allow young users to circumvent the rules, rendering the new settings largely ineffective. In response to an ABC News request for comment, Meta said the company is expanding its efforts to verify the age of teen users.
Kate, the Princess of Wales, held her first official engagement on Tuesday since announcing last week that she had completed her cancer treatment. According to the Royal Circular, a daily briefing of royal activities published in the Times of London, the princess attended a private meeting at Windsor Castle. The Royal Foundation, the main philanthropic vehicle for William and Kate, supports community groups focused on early years of education, homelessness, and conservation projects.
Kate said in a deeply personal video message last Monday, "Although I have finished chemotherapy, my path to healing and full recovery is long, and I must continue to take each day as it comes." The princess has appeared in public since she revealed in March that she was undergoing cancer treatment, including at the men's final at Wimbledon in July. Their absence has led to a noticeable shortage of senior royals available to carry out official duties since the death of Queen Elizabeth II, the departure of Prince Harry and Meghan to California, and Prince Andrew stepping down from frontline duties.
A Chinese aircraft carrier entered an area near Japan's shores for the first time on Wednesday, prompting Tokyo to express serious concerns to Beijing over China's increasingly assertive military actions around Japan. The Chinese carrier Liaoning, accompanied by 2 destroyers, sailed between Japan's westernmost island of Yonaguni and nearby Iriomote, entering the country's so-called contiguous zone. This is an area of sea beyond a country's territorial waters where it can still exercise some control over maritime traffic, extending up to 24 nautical miles offshore.
The Liaoning's transit was part of a fleet movement on Tuesday and Wednesday, during which Chinese warships passed near the disputed Japanese-controlled islets known as the Senkakus. China claims the same islets, referring to them as the Diaoyus. Japan's Deputy Chief Cabinet Secretary Hiroshi Moriya called the incident absolutely unacceptable from the perspective of national and regional security. Last month, a Chinese Y-9 reconnaissance plane violated Japanese airspace, followed by a Chinese survey ship entering Japanese territorial waters near Kagoshima. Moriya said Japan expressed serious concerns to China through diplomatic channels on Wednesday.
Georgian lawmakers on Tuesday approved the third and final reading of a law on family values and the protection of minors that would impose sweeping curbs on LGBTQ rights. The bill provides a legal basis for authorities to ban pride events, prohibit public displays of the LGBTQ rainbow flag, and censor films and books. Leaders of the governing Georgian Dream Party argue that the law is necessary to safeguard traditional moral standards in Georgia, where the deeply conservative Orthodox Church holds significant influence.
Activists say the measure is intended to boost conservative support for the government ahead of the parliamentary election on October 26 in Georgia. The Georgian president, a critic of Georgian Dream whose role is largely ceremonial, has indicated that she will block the bill. However, Georgian Dream and its allies hold enough seats in parliament to override her veto. LGBT rights remain a contentious issue in Georgia, where polls show widespread disapproval of same-sex relationships, and the Constitution explicitly bans same-sex marriage. The topic has gained prominence ahead of the October election, as Georgian Dream seeks a fourth term and is focusing its campaign heavily on opposing LGBT rights.
Nintendo co-filed a patent infringement lawsuit against Pocketpair Inc., the maker of the hit game Palworld, seeking an injunction and compensation for damages. The case, brought with affiliate Pokemon Co., was submitted to the Tokyo District Court on Wednesday. Palworld was an instant success upon its debut in January, raising Pocketpair's profile and earning the moniker Pokemon with Guns among fans, who noted similarities between the fantastical monsters in the game and those in Nintendo's famed franchise.
Patent protection in software typically covers elements of the user experience, rather than the look of characters, and Nintendo may have identified gameplay mechanics that it believes infringe on its rights. Toyo securities analyst Hideki Yasuda said, Nintendo filing this lawsuit for patent infringement, not copyright violation, means it has given up making the case that Palworld's characters are similar to Pokemon's. The lawsuit came as a surprise after Nintendo and Pokemon Company had remained largely silent on the issue for months, though Pokemon Company had warned that it hadn't approved any use of its IP for Palworld and would take action if necessary.
The answer for yesterday was B, provocation. The teacher's harsh criticism acted as a provocation, causing the student to become upset and defensive. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into the news of Princess Kate returns to official engagements after cancer treatment. Number 1, engagement. 参与订婚. Her engagement in community service has inspired many others to help as well. Number 2, philanthropic. 慈善的，乐于助人的. The philanthropic organization donated millions to support education programs. Number 3, chemotherapy. 化疗通常用于治疗癌症. After starting chemotherapy, she experienced some side effects but remained hopeful. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section. The correct answer will be announced next week. And that's all for today's FUNDAY News. Be sure to tune in to FUNDAY News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join FUNDAY for free. I'm Johnny Wu, your host. I will see you next time.